Welcome to our latest episode of.
Life in Stereo with Steven Stone and Steve Gibbons.
Okay. And before we start, we just want to let everybody know, the viewers know, that we're coming to you live from the Individual Advocacy Group Day Training Center, where Steve comes every day for services, Monday through Friday, and I'm a 20-year plus employee. And we have SILAs and we work with disabled adults. We provide a lot of services throughout all of Illinois, into Washington, D.C., into Maryland. And if people are interested, hopefully they are, go to our website, www.iagcares.org, and it'll tell everybody what we do, where we do it. We have a golf outing coming up in September, tomorrow with the local Chicago Harley Davidson dealer. They're having a cookout for us where proceeds will go to IAG. So we're real excited about that. Hopefully the rain will,
Weather permitting.
yeah, I think the rain's gonna hold out. I think we're good.
Like I was talking to Joe. He said it's gonna rain like early
Early in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So today we'd like to welcome our special guest, Jerry Berry, who I first saw him and actually met him years ago at the Bristol Renaissance Fair. Jerry, welcome and thanks for coming on with us today.
It's really great to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk to both of you.
Thank you. How long have you been at the Bristol Renaissance Fair in various forms?
Well, I first went there in 1988.
Holy cow, wow.
And I did a historical demonstration of coin making.
Okay.
For like 3 years. And then I started playing music there in 92. So,
so it's been a while. Okay.
We just had
34 years. Yeah. Yeah.
We just had somebody on the show that was like starting from,
we just had a ZZ Top Eliminator tribute band on, and he actually started, and they're a great band. He started in 1994. Right?
You said 92.
92. Okay, so we're myself and Jerry and Ron, we're all older guys, you know.
Right. Yeah, I started playing music at the fairs in 92.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Started my first band. Yeah.
Now, when I first met Jerry, he played the part of Pompadour.
I did, yeah.
In the Minstrels of Mayhem, and I love the Minstrels of Mayhem, with his counterpart Melodio, who was Ty Billings.
Correct.
I was even for 2 years in a row, Jerry wouldn't remember this, but I do. I was called up on stage 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. We used to get a lot of guys. You know why? Because you fit the right description. It's a guy who has a big smile on his face and looks like he'll play along. So, you know.
I kind of figured it was after the first year they said, "Oh, this guy, we can get a lot of jokes." So
they're like, "Oh,
the crowd will laugh at this guy. Let's get him back up again." That's what I thought. And after that, I would continuously go, usually just once a year, to the Renaissance Fair in Bristol, Wisconsin. The whole place is great, but I really specifically went to see, excuse me, fighting a little cold here. I went to specifically see the Minstrels of Mayhem.
Right.
I would always check the little big calendar and, hey, what time are they playing? And I would always go just to see them. Now, you said you started singing at the fairs in...
92.
When did you actually form the Minstrels of Mayhem, I guess?
1992 is when we started that.
Yeah. And that was with Ty?
Yeah, with Ty. And then we added a few people along the way. At one point, it became a 4-piece band. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then how long? And then I came one year and I was like, "Where's the Minstrels of Mayhem?" And I saw the scheduled new minstrel review. So when did Ty move away? I think he moved or something.
Yeah, well, it was really just, we became more adults and our family responsibilities and all that. It just, we couldn't make it line up anymore,
Okay.
Because it takes a lot of commitment to go out and be on the road at least 6 months a year and be away from home 6 months a year. And we just couldn't keep it going. So, he stayed in Florida and I kept going on the road and started a new band. Yeah.
Okay.
2008, I think. Yeah.
Is it really 2008?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Where the heck does the time
That
go?
goes.
I don't even
Yeah.
know. It's like, really? Um,
I mean, if you think that's bad, I mean, we have an Elvis impersonator on later.
yeah,
Oh,
you know,
that's
now tell us about your musical journey. Most of the guests we have on here,
are usually
they're like,
rock
hey,
musicians.
we started at 5 years old or, whatever.
Well, I grew up in a big family, big Irish family in upstate New York.
Uh-oh.
Parents had 9 children.
Mm,
I'm
wow.
the fourth of 9 children, and my grandparents are from Ireland.
Oh,
Okay,
So
awesome.
so
that is
there was a lot of drinking and singing old Irish songs around the dinner table after the kids would go to bed. So we'd be up in bed trying to sleep, and all the adults would be down there drinking and singing Irish songs, and that
ironically,
just and
so
that just made an
it kind of
impression on
fits because I was listening to pub songs earlier.
Right. He was kind of watching some minstrels videos and
me. Nice,
Irish songs,
yeah.
and he's kind of getting ready for the podcast. So,
So that's where the Irish music got into me. And my mom always had the AM radio on. So I have also somebody who loves, pop music and rock and blues and all that stuff too. But really, for my music, it was always about folk music. It just
folk
always
music. Okay.
was. And I didn't start really playing guitar till maybe I was 16 or 17.
Okay.
And I didn't really take it seriously until I was out of college. And I left college in like 84, and I started getting really serious about music and about trying to make that, and so I was just in lots of different bands here and there for years until
Mostly folk music.
not really. A lot of it was, like anyone else, rock and roll, classic rock cover bands, stuff like that. A lot
Okay.
of
Cool.
because it's really hard. Folk music is a hard sell, for the most part. And then when you add on, I'm doing my original songs, that's a double hard sell.
And the thing about folk music though is it's not really singing; it's more storytelling than anything else.
It is. The best folk songs do tell a story. That's the whole point. Yeah, exactly.
So then you started. Now, how did you get involved? Obviously through the folk, but how did you get involved with the minstrel type music?
Well, I had 2 older sisters who had both been involved in the Renaissance Fair up in my hometown.
And
So,
where is that, Jerry?
Oswego, New York.
New York.
Oswego.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oswego, New York.
upstate New York.
We have an Oswego,
Here.
Illinois, about 45 minutes.
Yeah, I've been there.
Have
But,
you? Okay.
in my hometown, there's a Renaissance Fair called Sterling Renaissance Festival. And so my sisters were involved in that when they were in college. So when I got in college, it became a really good summer job. It was so it was really a family thing. They introduced me to someone. That person gave me a really good summer job cooking. I was cooking.
Oh, okay.
But for a college student, that was a really good, high-paying summer job.
Cool.
So when I left college, I had an offer to go do a Renaissance fair in another state, and I was like, I was kind of, I was a kind of lost 22-year-old. So I said, yeah, I'll go on the road and do your thing, and I've never looked back. I've really kind of been doing this ever since then.
Wow. Okay.
How long have you been doing this exactly?
Well, I've been.
No, we don't want to ask him his age, Okay.
I'm 62 years old.
Okay. So 40 years at least, huh? Wow.
Yeah, about 40 years.
Wow. That's amazing. Now, can you tell us the difference? I don't know this. What's the difference between minstrel and Renaissance, Baroque music? What are the...
Well, so the thing about it is, like, what we play isn't really Renaissance music. I mean, for all intents and purposes, the Renaissance Fair is a themed show set in the Renaissance. But the truth of the matter is, if all of the entertainment there was only authentic, you'd all be pretty bored pretty quick.
Okay.
I mean, the music's good, but you can only take so much of it. And the speech becomes confusing to people.
Old
And
English.
so what we're doing is I'm writing songs that hopefully feel like they're timeless, that hopefully they feel like they come from that era. So that's where I'm doing it. Like we
Okay.
pick up old folk songs, but I try to write in that feel, and not even like Renaissance, really just more like old Irish and English.
So we're talking
Okay.
like My Wild Irish Rose, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And Wild Irish Rose is actually kind of a modern Irish song,
Okay.
but like
But when people think
Wild Mountain Thyme is a really classic, one that a lot of groups will do. Or
McNamara's band is technically Irish.
McNamara's Band is a great song. That's the first song I ever learned to play.
Wow. Hey, Steve, good one. Way to go.
Good pull.
In
Good.
fact, here's a story. The very first time I was ever in entertainment, I've told this story.
Mhm.
When my very first time on stage, I was 7 years old and I was taking Irish step dancing lessons.
Okay.
And the very first time did any actual performance, we danced to McNamara's Band
Wow.
on the radio.
Wow.
Mhm.
So we danced on the radio.
Wow. That's pretty cool. And then I know you said you started at the Oswego, New York Renaissance Fair. Is it just kind of like a channeling that, okay, now I'm going to be in Bristol, Wisconsin all of a
Well,
sudden?
they're all independently owned, but because they have the same theme, it's a lot of the same people moving around the country doing them. But at any given time, especially like in the summer, spring, and fall, there's 3 or 4 big ones going on somewhere in America.
I know there's one in California somewhere, a couple of them in California, I think.
The way I like to think of it is the way we're hired is kind of the way athletes are hired,
Okay.
right? If you're good at what you do, there's several places that want you, and whoever can, give you the best deal that's where you're going to go, right?
Sure.
So the really in demand acts, they get to choose where they go because there's always a couple of shows going on.
And then you have to take up residency, obviously, somewhere in Wisconsin or over the border.
Yeah, you do. When I'm at Bristol, I stay right there on the grounds.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they had that. That's kind of cool.
Beautiful. It's not many people are allowed to do it, but I've been there a long time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know they had that. That's kind of convenient, right?
Yeah, it is.
And then how did you meet up with Ty Billings?
We met in Nashville. I was doing a Renaissance fair there. I was singing solo, and he was living in Nashville at the time, and he came out and he was singing solo. So we both were singing solo at a show, and we realized our voices really harmonized well together pretty quickly, actually. And we knew we had something really good, so we almost immediately started booking shows almost immediately after meeting each other. Yeah.
Right, because I have a CD as well, and you guys played at it was from Mother's Pub or something like that.
Yeah, that was at the Ohio Renaissance
The
Festival.
Mother's, yeah,
You listened to that today?
the white cover.
White cover, right? That CD
It's black
that
and
has.
white. Yeah, it's black and white. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that was from Mother's Pub in Ohio.
My dear mother's pub at
Okay.
the Ohio
Yeah,
Renaissance.
because some of the songs from that CD are on their YouTube thing.
On the YouTube, right.
Right. Yeah,
That's
yeah. Almost all the Minstrels of Mayhem stuff is on YouTube now. Yeah.
I mean, I just want to tell the viewers, I know it's maybe not music that people have gotten into, but if you get the CD, look on YouTube, Minstrels of Mayhem, there's some fantastic music, really. It's just easy listening, and especially when you're at the Renaissance Fair, it's all fits, you.
Yeah.
What really got you started and stuff like that? Was it through just doing that, or?
Well,
Yeah,
mostly because I was working at fairs. I was doing other things. I had been a leather artist. I'm an artist in other things.
Okay.
So I had my hand in Renaissance fairs for about 4 or 5 years before I started playing music full time. So I was meeting musicians and playing after hours with all the musicians. I knew all the musicians, but I was still an artist of different kinds. I had done metal working, I had done leather working, but
Okay.
and honestly, there was more money in that. But I kind of just wanted to be a musician. So
Yeah, you're a musician. Yeah.
as soon as I had the opportunity to step away from the art and step into being a full-time musician, I took it. You know, and I have not had to do anything else since, really.
And the cool thing about the Renaissance Fair, Steve hasn't gone, I don't think, but a lot of the people, a good majority of the people that go there dress up with that. I mean, I come like a
Yeah,
schmo with a t-shirt and shorts on and gym shoes, and I look out of place,
A lot of people dress it.
well, that is one of the fun things. Is there's a lot of the folks who come, the patrons,
Right.
they like to dress up too, and there's lots of even that kind of clothing and accessories available to purchase there. Obviously, at the festival, and it really helps fill it out and give it more of a feel when 30% of the patrons are also dressed up, or 50% of the patrons are also dressed up. Yeah, it really helps the vibe, as the kids say.
It's totally cool, yeah, because you don't know if somebody's actually working there or they're a patron.
You're right. In fact, a lot of the shows will even have some kind of button or ribbon that
okay.
that employees will wear, so that you can make a distinction. Because you never know, somebody might say something
right,
whatever, and you need to understand
you don't
who's
know.
working there and who's not working there.
You're permitted to talk as if the English, yada yada yada.
Right, the people that work there talk like, "Hey, would you like a turkey leg today?" Or
right,
whatever.
yeah. Most of them will talk in dialect
or sooth, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's a good day for sure. And then last year when we went and saw somebody that we hadn't seen before. Something called, I think she's called Small Girl Big Show or something.
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah.
I mean, she's amazing.
Right.
Now tell us about the members and who is actually in the new Minstrel Review.
Well, right now, I've had New Minstrel Review since 2009.
Jeez, that seems impossible.
One of the reasons why I use the review part is because I didn't want it just to be my band. So I bring in people who have their own songs. They can all sing lead. They can all play solo. And so that way, each member of my group will become the front person at some point during the show. We still have Craig Merlin Browers, who was one of the Minstrels of Mayhem, playing bass.
Okay, the bass player, right? Okay,
yeah, he's still a carryover from Minstrels of Mayhem.
Okay,
I have Vicky Scuteri, who is an amazing singer and violin player and saxophone player.
Yes, I remember that from last year. Yeah,
the
really
last
good.
few years I've had Amanda Kitchens on accordion, but she wasn't available this year. So this year I'm bringing in a new player, a young man named Luke Lee, who is a very accomplished cellist.
Okay.
I've always wanted to have cello in my music. I've always been really excited to hear the violin, bass, cello, guitar combination, so I'm really looking forward to hearing what he can do with my music.
So were you always inspired by like Bach and things like that? Or
yeah, I mean, I do. As a kid, I never listened to any classical music, but as a young adult, I really started listening to a lot of Bach and Beethoven and Mozart. Yeah, sure.
The reason I say that is because they're kind of all the same time period almost.
Well, yeah. Well, when I was a kid, the music I was really into was the progressive rock. The
Rush,
the Genesis, and Yes, and King Crimson, and that's all the stuff when I was a kid that I liked. And I always thought there was a classical music element to that music. You know what I mean?
There is. You just don't hear it very much.
Right. Yeah.
Now tell us. I know on your Facebook page it quotes you. We know you're a singer, you're a songwriter, musician, comedian, and producer. Tell us about some of those other areas.
Well, the comedian part still is a carryover from. I mean, the Minstrels of Mayhem was a comedy group.
It was. You're right.
We had serious music, but when the newer group started, quite honestly, it had more to do with my age. By the time the next group started, I was in my mid-40s, and I just didn't have the energy for that kind of thing anymore. So, but we still do funny songs and funny intros and stuff like that. I have a few songs that are, that are written really well written, that are intended to be, jokes. That's why I keep, as far as producer goes, I have my own studio. I'm sitting in my recording studio.
I see that. Yeah.
It's called Tinshack Studios.
Tinshack Studios. Hence
And,
your email address, Tinshack, right?
Yeah, Tinshack 2000. Yeah. And, I've made a bunch of albums for people at the Renaissance Fair. I'm right now just finishing up work on a friend of mine's stage production, doing arranging and recording for background music for a musical stage production. So I do a lot of that stuff too. I write most of our material.
Okay.
So about of our material, I write about 75% of the songs we do are original that I write. And again, I sing and I play almost every instrument.
Very talented. Now, you want to kind of maybe mention some of your other side projects, CDs, hold them up and show people?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I wasn't prepared to do that, but yeah, well, I can talk about. We'll be appearing this summer at Bristol Renaissance Fair with the new Minstrel Review. We've put out a couple albums in the past 3 years. We just put out a live album called Live from the Halfway House, which is available on Bandcamp. It's a really good live album.
And that's the new Minstrels, new Minstrel Review.
Review, REVUE, like a group.
Yeah.
Vicky, one of my band members, and I put out a duet album just last year. It's called Jupiter Head, and that's also on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, okay.
Yeah, and last summer I put out an electronic album, which is kind of what I do in my, like a lot of people play video games, right?
Right.
My video game is to compose electronic music. It's what I do late at night when I'm just chilling out. I compose, because the folk music is so acoustic and so natural. But kind of on my other side of it, I kind of have this thing where I like electronic music. And I put out, it's on Spotify. It's the only place you can get it, but it's under Jerry Berry, and it's called The Lost Art of the Long Fade. If you're into kind of nice, trancy electronic music, that's on Spotify too.
Awesome. You had a question, Steve? You were gonna.
Well, since you're into electronic music, you must be into synthesizers quite a bit as well.
I'm sorry, say that again.
You must be into like synthesizers and things like that.
Yeah. Again, that like my job is to be an acoustic folk musician, but my hobby is to play around with synthesizers and samplers and things like that. It's still music, it's still composition, and sometimes those compositions become folk songs.
Awesome.
Do you have a go-to synth that you use all the time, or
right behind me, Microkorg?
Okay. Wow.
Microkorg is the best synthesizer ever made.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's nice and small. And
right. I can see it is kind of, yeah. That's cool.
Microkorg. Yeah. It's right there behind me.
Okay. Now, before we wrap up, can you please let the viewers know when does the Renaissance Fair, Bristol, Wisconsin, dates, etc.?
Sure. In Bristol, Wisconsin, the Bristol Renaissance Fair, it begins Saturday, July 11th, and goes all the way through Labor Day. So we have every weekend plus Labor Day, 3-day weekend at the end.
Okay. Mainly, you're right. They do it Saturdays and Sundays. And Labor Day includes the Monday. So
correct.
We want everybody to go there. It's a good time, great place, fun day to go to. And you can go see Jerry Berry and the new Minstrel Review. So
come on, say hi. Tell us you saw us here. I'd like to know. Yeah.
Free publicity for us, then, I guess.
And then I'll come up, of course, and say hello as I usually do. And Jerry's like, there's that same guy again. Get rid of him, will you?
Well, I know your name now. I won't forget your name. You're both Steve. You're both Steve.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again, Jerry. We appreciate your time.
Pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
This is going to air and stuff. Or we're not.
Yeah, we'll let you know as soon as it's up. We'll send you a messenger, or Joe will send you an email.
Right. I'll let my people know. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
Been a great time. Thank you. Good to meet you, Steve. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.